Hello everybody, it's just me and Caroline here. Brian's at school. So we're just on here gonna show a few things. We just got back from the doctors. We had to take my boyfriend to the doctors because he had to have a checkup on his back because he's not been working for the last 6 months, and they needed to do a checkup on his back and everything, and now they're gonna send him to some therapy and get an MRI, some more testings done on it and everything. So, but Caroline went to the doctors with us, and we had a lot of people checking her out. There was this older couple there, and the lady just kept on looking over at her and smiling at her and smiling at her. So I finally asked the lady if she would like to see her, and she's like, yeah. And when I took her and showed her to her, I said, she's not real, she's a doll. And the lady was like, no. I said, yeah, she's a doll. I said, go ahead and touch her. And the lady's like, and she's like, no. But then I said, go ahead, it's fine, you can touch her. So she touched her, and she's like, she is a doll. And her husband was like surprised, but he thought it was neat too. And we sat there for a good like 5 minutes or so, till she was called back in the back with her husband to go back to see the doctor. But she was asking me how I got her, and how much they cost, and I was telling her about their hair, and she's like, can I see her? Because Caroline had her hat on and her bow and everything on. And I had showed her hair and everything, and she asked how it was done, and I told her with needles, and I explained to her they're like Felton needles, and she understood, she knew what Felton needles were and everything. So, and I mean, she just really, really liked it and everything. And then the nurse, when she came out to see her, which I know my doctors pretty well and everything, because with my boyfriend going in there and my son and me going in there, I know our doctors and our nurses pretty well. And well, the nurse, when she came out, she just looked at me and waved hi to me, as she always does, and she just smiled. Well, when me and my boyfriend went back in the back, she approached us, and she's like, she goes, I thought maybe your daughter had a baby and you had the baby with you. And then she realized it was a doll and it was a reborn, and she knew about him because she said something about her sister's got one, sister-in-law or something like that, had got one for her daughter, so she knew about him. So when we sat in the room and waited for the doctor to come in, and the doctor came in the room, and she goes, yeah, the nurse told me she seen you out there with a baby, and she thought you had brought Misty, your daughter, Misty's baby, and she thought maybe Misty had a baby. And I said, no, I'm not a grandmom yet. And I explained to her what Caroline was and everything, and she thought it was pretty cool. And we were sitting there talking about my boyfriend with all his problems he's having right now and everything, and how he's been irritable with the pain and everything. And she's like, oh yeah, he's irritable. I said, yeah, you spend a week with him, you'll find out. And she said, no, I don't want to spend a week with him, I want to take the baby home. So she really, really, really liked Caroline. But I have a few things I'm going to show that I've done. Well, I have a baby that's just about done, and the sealer is about to be put on, and then I'll have to bake, and then I'll be able to start rooting and everything. But I want to show her, and her name's going to be Ivy. So this is the new little baby that I'll be having soon, and it's a Behringer doll, but I thought it was a very, very cute doll, so I wanted to reborn it. Here's the legs. Here's the other leg. And then here's the arms. So the next step is to seal it and bake it in, and then root. And then yesterday I got a box in the mail, but I did not do a box opening because the doll, it's a redo doll, and it was really, really, really sad shape, and that's why I bought the doll, because I felt sorry for the baby. And so, and nobody wanted it, and it just sat there and sat there. Been first on eBay for the last 2 weeks, and it's been just sitting there. And the person who had it had even reduced the price and everything. And I felt sorry for the baby, so I decided I got it for a very, very cheap price. Decided to go ahead and buy it. So I have stripped her down. So she's all stripped down. That's her head and her legs and her other leg, and then her arm and her other arm. So, and this is going to be another little baby girl, and we decided we're going to call her Pia Gold. I think she's going to be really, really, really cute. And we went out to the store last night and got Pia this cute little pacifier. It has little hearts on it because we thought she was sweet and we needed a little heart pacifier for her. Then we also got her, since she's going to be a tiny one, so she's only like 17.5 inches, we got her this little teeny tiny preemie bottle. This is Princess on it. So, then also in the mail today, I had ordered these a few weeks ago. I got a package. And they're little teeny tiny bows, and they're really, really cute. I'll pull one out and show you. And they're just little teeny tiny ones. I'm going to put a little magnet on the back of them and be able to, when I put magnets inside the baby's head, I'll be able to stick them on their heads. And they're really, really cute. I got 20 of them for $1.60. So I think I'm going to go back on there and find some more and get some more because they're really, really cute. Because some of my babies have magnets in their head for bows and stuff, and then some of them don't. I have to put the bows on clips, so that way I have a whole lot of them. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of different kinds of bows for the babies. But right now, that's all I got to say right now. But look for Ivy being done in the probably next week or so, because I don't rush. I take my time. And then probably Pia, probably in the next month or so, because when I paint, I take my time. I'll paint one day and then I'll let it set for like 2 or 3 days and then come back. I don't stay on top of it constantly. I do a little bit and then I stop and then come back. So usually it takes me, I've been working on Ivy for the last probably 3 weeks painting. So I'm the kind of person that I just take my time with painting, and I'll paint a little bit and come back, paint a little bit and come back. But like I said, probably in the next week, Ivy will probably be done, and then I'll start on Pia. But for now, bye everybody. Talk to you later.